Hello everyone, welcome back to Land Center, where gamers unite. I'm Haka, and in this opportunity I bring you a series of gameplays courtesy of the Alien Barbera, and thanks to a friend I could fire out and try this jewel of free access. First of all, I want to tell you that the gameplay of the Survivor mode that I had recorded didn't record the sound at all, so I will take this time to give you a brief summary of the game, starting by telling you that this game is pretty awesome. And compared to the original work, Turtle Rock seems to have hit the nail on the head, and in some way the threat posed by the infected in the game is quite a challenge, so if you like frenetic action shooters, this game is for you. And by the way, they could even be compared in resistance to the sets of Killing Floor, because just like them, the infected from Back 4 Blood have some more powerful variants, as if we were talking about a Gorefast and the Gorfind. All of this thanks to the corruption cards that will help the Ridden during the campaign and seek to kill the cleaners at all costs, being overwhelmingly empowered in the game's Nightmare mode, giving results such as flaming infected immune to Molotov or Riot Police Riddens armored from head to toe. And because of that, the higher the difficulty on the campaign, the stronger the mutation in them will be. Also, in terms of the ease of moving between missions, I think they may cost you a little at the beginning, but the card system that handles the game makes it even more interesting, because for each level completed you will receive a number of supply points, which can be redeemed by cards to increase your chances of survival. Also a lot of sprays, backgrounds, titles and icons, making the more games you have won, the stronger your character will be, and therefore your team. So it's no use getting frustrated on the first try, as the more you clear the maps, the bigger the rewards, and therefore the more your power in battle will be. Now as for weapons, the variety of the accessories and components for these are almost generic, since you can combine them with all kinds of scopes, magazines and suppressors, increasing their lethality. Something I really liked is the character inventory, which in the style of No More Roaming Hell makes you able to carry ammo for weapons you don't even have, thus being able to provide ammo for your allies when things are going to get tough, and also being able to share coins within the game in a very Killing Floor style, to help them buy weaponry, support accessories and superior equipment. As for the shop or trader, we can almost never repeat the menu, so if you find a laser sight or your favorite gun, better try not to die, because when the survivors die, their inventory is completely eliminated, being the opposite of Left 4 Dead, where when you die, your inventory could be useful for your comrades. However, this does not apply to the gold cards, which remain active even when the whole team is eliminated. So if you activate a gold card that gives extra space for grenades, you will be able to use it on the next round. As for the equipment, there is not much to explain. All friends returns, as in the case of Molotov, frag grenade and 5 bombs. Being the electroshock weapon a very unique addition, and since it can free you from Toll's Boy Claw and in theory from any Ridden trap, however, has only one use. The fireworks instead are a good distraction for the Ridden, however, they don't even scratch them at all. And as for the toolkit, it is capable of opening all the doors and boxes in the game, with contents can be crucial to winning a campaign. However, just like Taser, it only has a single use and it will be removed from your inventory. We also have the very powerful flashbang, which can also help us to blind the any infected that crosses our path, as these are practically nocturnal beings that will be very furious after being flashed. In addition, we also have small barbed wire, whose only use is to create a small barricade to slow down the Ridden. And finally, we have the minigun, this high-powered weapon whose use always reminds me the T-800 can be taken to the checkpoint, because if you do, it will disappear the next round without a single trace left. And now let's start with the medical stuff. The medkit makes its long-awaited return, but sadly, unlike the old Left 4 Dead kit, this one is practically useless due to the trauma caused by the Riddance hits, making the more damage you take, the less effective it becomes. And the same goes for the bandages, which also do not restore damage for trauma and whose effectiveness is inferior to the first aid kit. Remember these guys? You probably do. Well, the medical cabin makes its appearance in the game. Being placed in various locations during the campaign, its position will almost never be repeated, having curiously only one free use, which must be expended only by the most wounded member of the party, as after that each use will cost 400 coppa. And with the pills, being the most useful medical accessory in the game, they will give you more than heal than the trauma limit, making fun of the chances to die during the campaigns, being the medical accessory that I personally recommend you to carry during your battles against the Rhythm. Ending this medical stuff list with a defibrillator, which like the pills can get you out of trouble as they are now able to help both incapacitated survivors and revive the dead ones.
You alright there, hon?
And as for the bots, they still need to be improved, because in this beta, they have shown us that they are not up to par with the rest of the game. However, I think this is only a matter of time for the Turtle Rock to improve their A. As for now, I would recommend using Evangel as your main character, because bots won't be able to help you if too many problems arise at once, even to the point of not shooting the Rhythm. And now we have the Cleaners. This group of survivors also have their own thing going on, and each one has cool qualities, like Hoffman, who generates ammo with a 85% of success per kill, Mom and her way of helping incapacitated teams almost instantly, Holly and her overwhelming youthful energy, turning her into an unstoppable walking stamina machine. Evangel and his ability to free himself from any traps of the Rhythm. And Walker, who has a damage bonus with all weapons and whose accuracy with firearms is only surpassed by Deadshot.
That probably smarts, right?
And now, with the end of this little report, I think we are more than ready to rock with Turtle Rock.
GG's.